What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. All right, I was done with it. I thought Corey Holcomb was done with it, but apparently not. Corey Holcomb decided to play with his food. All right, he's playing with his food. You ever seen a lion play with his food, knowing damn well ain't nothing that food can do? It let it run a little bit more just so it can let his kids go play with it, right? Now, Corey Holcomb went on there and it was his time to talk. Everybody been waiting, and he absolutely, positively demolished Anton Daniels. Everybody been doing it, actually. Even goddamn Tariq Nasheed took the opportunity to demolish him. And I gotta agree with him, right? Because at least we know Tariq, he'll swing on a motherfucker, right? Like, we know that, right? We know that, right? And here's the thing about, and this is why I hate Anton so much, right? Because I know people like him. They can't fight. They're not warriors, right? But they talk so much shit. And the thing is, YouTube has gaslit a lot of content creators to be a lot tougher than they really are, right? Here's the thing. Y'all got to remember, man, we're men. We're primates. We are, in fact, members of the animal kingdom, and there are chemical processes that compel us to do certain things. There's a reason why things are the way they are. I know we do so much masking with our how we construct our societies. We forget that we are, in fact, animals. Like the rest of the animals on this planet, we belong and we follow the rules of the animal kingdom, all right? Those supersede anything. Just like the reason why black guys like women with big booties, right, is because that big booty says, in somewhere biologically, that woman with the big booty, with the big hips, can bear children successfully. That is the whole reason. We may see it as something that we like, but it's our bodies telling us that is a potential candidate to mate with. That's why we like it. And that's why when we're so unattracted to women who act masculine, thinking that a masculine energy is power that they can use against another man, right? That's why they get challenged and they get treated the way they do, because real masculinity is not attracted to a female who's displaying masculinity. Once you display an aggressiveness, right? Once a woman foregoes their femininity, right? Because femininity is dangerous and it's violent, but it's a different type, and it's not something that scares the masculine man. It's not something that triggers and activates us to do a thing, right? But when a woman tries to be masculine, a man can only see the masculinity, not the woman. That's why it doesn't work when women are masculine, right? These are these are legitimate biological chemical reactions happening, all right? Now, women, if you notice, women will talk shit and fight, utilizing feminine energy. But usually when women fight, because of their biology, they don't tend to kill each other. They don't. They beat each other. They pull hair. They kick and punt, and it's an entertaining fight. But at the end of the day, usually they can get up and walk off and just continue to talk shit. But in real life, men in the real world, this biological, natural world, when men fight, when men feel another masculine entity challenging it, the opposite, we want to kill it automatically. Real men. And then there is a thing called alpha male. There is a thing called, if you have a group of people, one man is going to be better than the rest, or going to be more intimidating than the rest. And the other men are going to recognize which one is that real one and which one is not. And there's different levels of real ones. This shit is complicated, right? So when men, get into an altercation, we have to compartmentalize our feelings. We have to pause. We have to understand that the shit that comes out of our mouth can have a real world consequence. Like, I would never, listen, I talk all kind of shit about Tariq. But you know what I would never do? Go to him in his face and say, you suck dick. Because first of all, despite my issues with him being a grifter, right? I know that by me saying you suck dick, I have challenged him, because now he will be activated to have to do something. Something inside him will say, oh, you can't. What you say? Say it again. Now, keep in mind. Oh, I'll say it again. And I'll be saying it while fucking his ass up. That's what I would do. All right, because I know I can do that. Because I'm like a real warrior. So I can talk shit because I'm that masculine. I'm a fucking apex predator. And I'm proved it. Like, I'm a beast, dog. Like, I'm like a beast. But because I know I'm a beast, I don't want to have to do that to somebody when it's not necessary. I don't want to go to jail. Okay, just because I'm a beast, because I get satisfied by fucking somebody up for a couple minutes, I don't want to ruin the rest of my life and go to jail for that. That's stupid, right? That's barbaric, right? But you got to understand, some people don't care about that shit. Some people ain't gonna think about, damn, let me satisfy my need to dominate this other guy, to put him in his place, right? And not care about the consequences. There are always consequences, especially with this constructed world we live in. You see, we was in Middle Ages, right? No, that's not true, because even in the Middle Ages, when men fought, right, it depends on what it was. If it was a fair one, if it was agreed upon, if they said, all right, this is a fair fisticuffs, it's sanctioned, they allow them to do it, right? All manners of fair ones have been, throughout centuries. So when your mouth write a check that your body and your being can't cash, you have to deal with that shit, right? So there's some people who live their lives and they're willing to accept all consequences. And you see, Anton Daniels gassed himself. He's 5'8". Come on, bro. Listen, not many 5'8s are doing that. They're smarter than that. They're like, nah, I can't. I'm not fighting that 6-foot mofo. Even me, as badass as I know I am and have proven that I am, there's a motherfucker that's badder than me, right? And I'm not going to sit here and go look in that dude's face and say, you suck dick. You know why? Because I know me. I know that when he tells me to say it again, I'm going to say it again real fast. And I'm going to have to commence to take action, because I'm not going to let that big motherfucker hit me. I'm going to hit him first. We both getting fucked up. But I don't really want to get fucked up. I won't get hit in the face, right? Who wants to get hit in the face? That shit hurt, all right? Right? And if you hurt somebody else, you may go too far and kill them. You don't want to do that, because you can't take a death back. I'm telling you right now, as somebody who knows, you can't take that shit back. That's why there's nothing to brag about. Killing somebody is nothing to brag about, right? That's why when y'all be asking me my body count in the comment section, I talk to you the way I do, because that's not something to brag about. To ask me how many people I saved, that's something to brag about. It's harder to do that than well, it depends on what it is. But I'm just saying, that's something to brag about. Anton let YouTube and social media gas him up. And his dumb ass, like, you got to be the stupidest person to go at somebody like Corey Holcomb. Let me tell you what comedians do, especially in the black community. Comedians are the original griots. Comedians are the people that open their mouth, tell stories, and they make it funny so that you can digest the information that they're telling you. Usually they're telling you the truth, but they got to say it in a way that would allow it to go into your body, you to process it. Because a lot of you people can't take the truth. A lot of you people can't do self-reflecting, so a comedian will stand there and they will tell you the truth in your face about you, but make it in a way where you can accept it, right? And comedians all the time, especially stand-up comedians, they get challenged live all the time by people that can't take the criticisms. They want to sit, they will pay tickets, go sit in the goddamn show, sit in the front, right? And then get mad when, because they're in the front, obviously if you sit in the front, you are exposed. You're going to get it, right? You can't take it. Now you talking shit to the comedian, and now the comedian got to slice you up in front of everybody. This dude, Anton, gassed himself up to think that he was intellectually sharp enough to go on the 5150 show with Corey Holcomb, who's a much more accomplished individual in real life than Anton. See, Anton is fake, right? Corey Holcomb is real. Now, he said he a piece of shit. I heard listen, when you hear what the hell he about to say, yeah, he a piece of shit. He a piece of shit. He know a piece. At least he know he a piece of shit. He know he ain't shit, right? And when a person know he ain't shit and he talking shit, what you gonna do, right? What you gonna do, right? So Anton gassed his little eggplant brain, because Anton's shaped like an egg. All right, he's shaped like a goddamn duck egg. That's why I call that dude goddamn Humpty Dumpty. Ain't nobody scared of Humpty Dumpty? Anybody, you nigga, I'll push you off the wall, you crack. Just like he did when he didn't say it again, right? And then he said, what he say? He said, after he got off the show, I'm only doing live shows. What, you gonna pull up? Anybody scared? And they commenced to go on people's panels and doing the same shit he been doing. Talking shit about people online, right? Trying to save face. His problem was, he said he's never a tough guy, but he tried to pretend to be a tough guy, right? He should have just not pretended to be a tough guy. Like, you know why I'm going to Eminem, right? Eminem is a great rapper, right? And I'm just going to say he's not the greatest rapper in the world. But because he's white, we gave him a lot of, he's really good. He made it to that Ultra Instinct label, and we gave him his props. He's not, because there's plenty of black people that out-rap him, just as philosophical, just as can use wordplay, just like him. But they don't get the praise because they're not white. They're just black. So I guess it's average to them. But the white guy can do it. Oh yeah, let's give him props. But Eminem never pretended to be tough. Eminem like, yeah, you kick my ass. What you gonna do? You gonna feel good after that? Huh? That's the play he should have played. He should have stayed not tough and just been talking shit. But his mistake was talking more shit like he was baby. I would have whooped his. Who ass you whipped? Anton Daniels ain't never been in a fight his whole life. He been getting beat up his whole life. You can tell, right? But now that he let YouTube and them white boys who dick he suck, because that's Anton sucks white mayonnaise filled dick every day, because he ain't got no smoke for them white folk. Saying the same coon ass shit, every coon ass goddamn conservative trying to take the easy route, pleasing white people by being their avatar for their racism, right? Trying to pretend like he's highbrow. No, he's just a coon. He's not intelligent. He literally if you listen to every coon, they say the same dry, tired ass shit and acting like they knew that, like they on something so fucking profound, right? They do it every time. So nothing Anton does is revolutionary or intelligent. It's just that average people view him as intelligent. Mediocre people see him as intelligent. Them mediocre white boys out here losing their fucking mind like watching Anton, another mediocre dude who can just run his mouth just a little bit. But he done fucked up. He done really fucked up. Because now you fucking with a legend. You can't say Corey Holm ain't one of the legends. You know what I'm saying? You can't say he ain't one of them. We all was watching him back in the day. We know who he is. He should have been smart enough to know, I'm not going to go in there and talk shit about this guy. He does it for a living. Who goes and talks shit to a comedian for thinking you're going to beat him at his own game and not thinking that he going to come and finish his food? That motherfucker took Anton Daniels, ate his food, played with it, put that bitch in the goddamn refrigerator, pulled that bitch out the next way, microwaved that motherfucker on 250 and ate it again. Anton is done because he is now officially, he should have been exposed. Like people should have been smarter and never gave Anton any credibility, any play at all. But, okay, right? Finally, he's met his match. And I'm glad. Him and that fucking Charleston White. Right? I'm glad this is the year all these coon-ass niggas that try to re-rap white supremacy and hip-hop rapping paper or black this and that, respectability, blah, 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 blah. All that bullshit, that white supremacy, y'all keep getting new. Look, you can use Christmas rap paper, birthday rap paper, Easter egg rap paper. It's the same shit. Right? I'm glad this year all of them getting bust out. Charleston White got bust out because he found somebody funnier than him that busted his ass out. Because we all know that nigga's fake. He ain't shit either. So Anton Daniels and Charleston White got it this year. But Anton got it the worst. Anton got it. At least Charleston White, listen, if Corey Holmes would have did that to Charleston White would have sprayed that motherfucker with some goddamn mace. And at least we know he gonna do that. We know he would have been bitch made professionally. He'd have been serious. He'd have done all that shit. That's what we'd have been talking about. How Charleston White sprayed Corey Holcomb in the face, right? Before getting tossed into the motherfucking 5150 sign, right? And then there would have been lawsuits about repaying for that motherfucker. That's kind of shit that would have been. But anyway, listen, when you a man, you don't it's certain shit you just don't say to another man unless you ready to die. How many of you guys ever been in a situation where you was ready to die? It was that serious. You was like, you know what? This is worth my possible death. This is worth my possible mortal injury. How many of you guys ever purposely went to a place knowing that you might not come back? It take a certain type of motherfucker to do some shit like that. I know a whole bunch of them, right? And I knew Anton wasn't one of them, all right? And so the whole world know he ain't one of them, right? So listen, I'm happy about this. Look, Corey had me, look, let me take my glasses off. Because he said motherfuckers put glasses on look smart. I ain't gonna lie. I do need these glasses. All right. I just started to need these glasses. I'm getting old. That's what they say. So I got a prescription. All right. So I'm not doing this to look smart, but I do recognize that they make me look smarter. But you already know I'm smart because I've been doing videos without the glasses. But I'm just saying, Corey, look, these are legitimate glasses. All right. I need these. All right? I'm not just wearing them. I need them. All right. So, but it's true. They do make me look smarter. And glasses do make people look smarter. And Anton got glasses to look smart. But that nigga ain't nothing but a dumbass fucking egg. That's what he is, a dumb egg. And he's been cracked. And Corey is making motherfucking omelets with that nigga. Anyway, Y'all gonna be cracking up. I was minding my own business, scrolling on YouTube, and I saw this shit. I was like, oh goddamn. And he gonna be an asshole about it. He gonna say some fucked up shit. Dude talked about his wife, talking about his daughter. Like he went in. You can't fuck with a predator, young. You can't listen. Once we go there, once we vibrating low, all right. Once them vibrations start lowing, you can't get mad. Because Anton, what does he do? What is he famous for? Going online, getting on panels, and disrespecting women, calling all kind of bitches. All kind of bitches. How many women have Anton called bitches? How many? How proud and how strong with his whole little bird chest talk about women and call them all kind of names. So now you got an apex predator talking about your daughter, about your wife and your side piece. And the side piece, listen, she should have kept her ass. See, she thought this was her moment to get some shine. See, if she was smart and if you pay attention to the past, in her situation, she should have kept her mouth shut. You don't see the security guard going online talking about, yeah, I was security and this way. No, he like, shit, motherfucker wasn't talking about me. If Corey Holmes say, get your bitch ass, if I was a security, right? If I'm a professional security officer and I'm protecting that motherfucker, Anton Daniels, and 5150 said, get you, your bitch ass security officer out of here and your bitch. If he would have said that and I'm standing there, I'd have been like, he clearly wasn't talking. He was talking about the uniform. I'm just wearing this motherfucker. I'm getting the hell out of here. And I'm not going online to try to get some shine. You're like, yeah, I'm that security officer. Why? Because all you did was place yourself in the fire. Just like she did. She thought she was going to get online and get a bunch of sympathy because she was called a bitch. We all know what the hell she was doing. We all know she was just trying to capture some shine. Now all she did was put herself in the fire lane. She got a couple strays. You can't, so listen, that's why history is important. Pay attention to history. See the results of people's actions in the history. Don't repeat those actions. Don't be too tough. Don't be too tough. You ain't got to fight. And you ain't got to challenge somebody and force them to activate that natural biological chemical reaction that's going to make a man get up and may do some damage he can't take back. That's coming from somebody who's a professional. All right? Anyway, y'all tell me what you think in the comment section. This is Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach some. I'm out.
I don't care what you studied. When I was in your grill, you did not say it. That's why I told D to move. I'm like, oh, I'm finna bust this motherfucker. This motherfucker think I'm joking? And I kept getting him out. So I don't care what somebody say. It's the glasses. When you wear glasses, people think you smart. But I think the people that think people that wear glasses are smart are the dumbest people in the world. They put a man on TV, Dr. Fauci. This man had on glasses. Everybody thought he knew what he was talking about, and they did what he said. He gone with the money and everything. But the motherfuckers like me who was looking at Dr. Fauci like, man, fuck that motherfucker. We always the ones who they treat us like we don't know what we doing. We know what we doing. You can't come to me with no script about you got to do this if you want to survive. When I've been surviving out here without doing what they say ever since I was probably in 5th grade, and I realized I ain't fucking with what these people talking about. About 5th, 6th grade, that's when I realized, oh, this all sucker shit. So motherfuckers with glasses can fool you. I studied. You didn't study me, because when I got up on you, you failed the test. And you fail it every time if a man in your face. I know it. It was broken down in a lot of ways. Only thing I didn't like when people was like, he woke up on me. I don't walk up on men. But if you're not a man, I'll walk up on you. So if you speaking up like somebody did something wrong, it's because you got inadequacies. Because I ain't walk up on you. I walked up on that peon. And we'll walk up on him again, but I know I'll never see him again face to face. I ain't gonna never see him.
No.
We asked why his plan didn't work. You know why his plan didn't work? And I've told y'all before. I'm a chosen soldier of God. His plan didn't work. He didn't have the courage to make his plan work. All he had to do when I was right there, say I sucked dick again. He didn't have the courage to follow through with his plan. I got bitches with more courage than him. I got a bitch who was talking to me crazy. Shut your bitch ass up, Corey. I was like, hey, don't say that. Shut your bitch. I said, say bitch ass again. She said, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. After we wiped her lip off from what was dripping out of it, we was fucking again. And I told her, I can't really be around you no more because I can't control you. You crazy. You really are who you say you are. That motherfucker, If you a man, you know he's not who he says he is. Now, somebody else got something to say about that cake-ass nigga. Go ahead.
No, shit, there you go.
Okay, I want to talk about the situation with the broad that he was with because she wanted to make herself known. Somebody else who's chasing attention.
I want to go ahead and address the whole Corey Holcomb situation. All right, the whole Corey Holcomb incident. Now, 2 weeks ago, I was told that I was going to go on the 5150 show. And I was excited. All right, I was excited about going on the 5150 show. Last Tuesday, I got on the plane to go from DC to LA. I got to the 5150 studios at about 8 p.m. Pacific time. I met Corey Holcomb. I was introduced to him. He shook my hand. Then about, I want to say 5 minutes before the actual show started, I was told, I can't go on the show. I said, okay, cool. Then I was told that I could sit on the set, but I have to sit off camera. I said, okay, cool. And that's where I sat for the entire duration of the show. Now, the show starts, and as you know, what happened, because it went viral. All right, so if you guys want to see all of that, you can go watch it. It's everywhere. All right? But with all that being said, as that's going on, when it becomes abundantly clear that it's time to go, myself and security go ahead and start to leave. When I get to the door, as I'm going out, I hear Corey Holcomb say, yeah, leave with your security and your bitch. And I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked. Because it's very unfortunate that I would be called the B word. Because I had such a positive outlook and a positive take on 5150 and Corey Holcomb. Last year here in DC, I literally went to a Corey Holcomb show. So when I found out I was going on 5150, I was like, oh, this is exciting because I just went to see a show. And now I'm having this experience. So it was very unfortunate. Not only that, I hear explain the bitch and this bitch on my show. I don't know who she is. Alluding to the fact that I'm just here and it's somebody's side chick. And I'm nobody's side chick. So it was very unfortunate and very hurtful. That I can tell you.
When I said, get your ass and your bitch up out of here, I didn't say no name because I didn't even know who that was. I was stabbing at that nigga. If you really smart, you know that. I'm you with the brawl, get your bitch up out of here. I'm stabbing at the nigga. I'm trying to bring some courage out that nigga and make him stop doing all that talking. So, as soon as you ride on the lot, it's cameras. As soon as you ride on the lot, it's cameras. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now, D. I'm gonna put you on the spot. You saw them get out the car, right?
Yeah, I was in my car still.
What did you observe when they got out the car about their energy together?
It was interesting for sure because, you know, to me, if you're walking up on somebody new, you freely introduce the whole crew.
Right.
And I walked right up to him and he said, oh, Miss Darlene or Miss D, whatever he said, gave me a handshake, what have you. Said, I'm not a handshaker, I'm a hugger. So we hugged. I introduced myself to the security guard. She was already walking towards the door. And it's not like he stopped her to say, and I thought, to me, I don't know. That's just very strange where it's like,
the fact that she got out the car and just ran right inside and wasn't with him.
Well, she wasn't near him, yeah, but she was walking more towards the door without him. So I don't know. I just find that very odd because, okay. And then when I came in, I wanted to go up to her and introduce, and I had already heard the stuff going on because Phil had made it clear. He said, hey, because he said, I don't know how that happened. Phil knows, but that where he mentioned something about the seats or a seat or something about her being on the show.
Hey, Phil, I ain't expect you to say this. What happened with, because you told me.
He made it
You told me when I walked in the door and I was looking like, Shit,
Like,
this
what?
pussy motherfucker might not be on the show.
He didn't ask. Yeah, you said.
What happened with him?
He said something about her being on the show, and I said, "Did you talk to Corey about that?" And he was like, "No." So I told him that's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Man,
he did. He said,
Can they hear Phil?
Corey rarely puts anybody on the show. Period. So
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I want to make sure everybody know what happened, because the broad said he had told her she was gonna be on the show 2 weeks ago.
oh wow.
So if she got any common sense, she should know this a cake ass nigga. If she got any common sense, she should know, oh, you a fuck boy. You told me I was plugged to be on the show. Cause I believe he told her that. I believe he thought he had bargaining chips with a nigga. He didn't have no bargaining chips. No, she can't come on the show. I don't know nothing about that. Just like he faked, like when he was on the phone. I told you, I come to do your podcast in person and woo, but right after the show, he on there with Gooch and Yuck them on the phone. Some Zoom shit.
No, you mean where he said he doesn't really go on other people's shows.
Right.
Physically, not
he said he's got to come. But he right on the show with
What? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was on the show with Yuck and Gooch, and I forgot the other brother name. But you know, guys who be up here at the Coin Academy. I'm like, I thought he said he didn't do that.
Yeah.
But back on the brawl. So it was really sitting in my head. I'm like, oh, this is bitch. Boy, you use your paper to fuck bitches you would normally never be around. You an ugly ass boy. You an ugly ass boy. You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
That nigga got a picture.
This motherfucker brag on not having no children out of wedlock. What happened to you? He crashed.
Froze.
That's the broad. Y'all can get the broad off. That's his daughter. This man said he ain't got no children out of wedlock. Nigga,
That's cool,
Don't-
Mo daughter.
that's who?
Not cool, Mo D, cool, Mo daughter.
That's the air up there, nigga. Look,
Go
nigga,
down,
let me tell you
down.
something. Don't make no more kids, nigga. That bitch gonna be buying pussy like you after a while. If you don't know, nigga, don't ever brag on no motherfucking what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you, nigga. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Your prime years, you was a scammer, nigga. You was doing scams. Now that you older and found a way to manipulate, get dude off the screen. Get dude off the screen, man. Who the fuck is that, nigga? This motherfucker cat. I'm the captain now. Look at it. Hey, look. Let me tell you something. Don't make no more daughters, dog. You gotta make it where your shit come out with a boy, so he can make excuses for him. But you ain't got no kids out of wedlock because ain't no bitches fucking with you. He was on the internet bragging, I always got a bad bitch with me. No, you pay a bitch to be with you, nigga. You ain't no nigga who got bitches. You buy bitches like the little bitch you had with you, goddammit, who motherfucking made that story sound like she wanted to sound. I got to town Tuesday. Did you get to town Tuesday? Or was you in Vegas with him? I don't know. Did you get to town Tuesday, really? So you let that man lie to you, bring you up here, talking about you on the show, and you ain't mad at that nigga? I seen you on that show when he said something about dick sucking to the other dude. You know what kind of nigga that is. Little sister, let me tell you something. If you're trying to get on, come get it on your back like the women who really moving up in the world. You can get on the show, but there's other things that got to be got on. That's all I'm saying. This is show business. You got to do what you got to do. You doing it, it's just you doing it with a lane. That motherfucker spent you, told you, yeah, I'm gonna put you on the show. That nigga ain't got no power up here. He ain't got nothing to do. The only power he had was to run his mouth. That's all he did. Run his mouth. When a man challenged him, he bagged down. So if you want to be on the show, because I heard you say, I went to Corey Holcomb show out in DC and he was funny and all that shit. Shout it, you can earn it. Fucking with me. You ain't gonna make no baby that look like that. You a little short girl though. You gonna give me a little swole little runt, nigga. But I hit bitches like that. I hit bitches like that. Dude hit bitches like that because he flat out bought her. I'ma indirectly buy you. Everybody who I buy hate me later because they be like, he ain't really give me shit. Don't be lying talking about you came out here to do the show. You came out here to kick it with that big old ham sandwich because you know that motherfucker gonna trick off real good with you. The show, you probably was disappointed because you ain't get on the show. That's because I didn't know you and you was with dude. You see what the show at? Meet me outside one day and say, Corey, I'm trying to earn something. We good. We good. You got the clip with his wife?
Yeah.
Play the clip with that mark ass nigga wife. Yeah. By the way, if I get under your skin, you know where I'm at, homie. You know where I'm at. The clip with his wife. This is the funniest shit.
Oh, wow. Times it can be hard and sad and difficult because Anton has a lot of different personalities, and so you have to be a certain type of woman to deal with. Anton is very emotional. He doesn't communicate effectively. I don't think that he has killed anybody before. I think he's capable. I've seen him angry before. He's just like a totally different person. When he's angry, he's like that.
All right. Now, she look like she'll be like, fuck it, I'll be with this little fat nigga. Babe, you ain't got to be worried about that nigga temper tantrums and all that shit like that. Come fuck with a real nigga. If y'all in Detroit, it's real niggas in Detroit. God damn it. They could come pick you up at his house. He ain't gonna do shit. You with a mark-ass nigga who's stressing you out. Cause you saw it. I know you saw it, ma'am. When I said to your husband, I'm gonna do it in slow motion a little bit. Say I suck dick again. That nigga let your whole family down and bitched out. Y'all done. You will never live that moment down where he got punked in front of the nation. You think you supposed to fix it because you married to him. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I can't put you out front with my top 5 bitches, but I'll find you a slot just because you his wife. Come fuck with a real nigga. You know you can't stay with that nigga. His best years are over. What if you'd have had a boy? God damn, you'd have had a little slouchy little boy. You had a daughter, at least somebody will smash you. This motherfucker, them nights when them other bitches ain't answering the phone, they gonna call your daughter. Meanwhile, you can be over here with me, goddamn. I got a bitch with some colder wigs than that you had on. Boy, that wig you got on, that's a starter kit wig. I got some bitches who do hair so good, boy, I'll make that bitch an 8. I'll make that bitch an 8, nigga. That bitch, boy, let me tell you something. I can make people think she look good. But yeah, your husband a straight mark-ass nigga. I sat in his lap, the nigga wouldn't even swing.
Ain't nobody trying to argue with you all damn day, bro. Shut the fuck up. Damn.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan.
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.